Hi, my name's Paul Adams and I run the startup program here at the University of Birmingham. I work at the university part-time and I spend the rest of my time being involved in several businesses of my own, and over the past I've been involved in probably dozens of different businesses one way or another. And networking is just a brilliant way of getting in contact with people for mutual benefit. It's as simple as that. But it's amazing what sort of people you can reach when you try. I was once at a networking meeting. There was 30, 40 of us around the table. It was in Northampton. And I wanted to get into the Cadbury factory in West London. And there was no reason why this group of people should have anything to do with the Cadbury factory in the west of London. But I thought I'll ask. One of the things they tell you about networking groups is to try and be specific about what you're asking for, you're more likely to get it. So when it came around to my turn to stand up and say what I was looking for, I said I'm looking for someone who can get me into the Cadbury's factory in West London, particularly the facilities managers. And after that meeting in 7 o'clock on a Friday morning in Northampton, one person said, well, we don't deal with that factory, but we deal with the Cadbury's factory in the Midlands with the facilities manager there. So I'll speak to my contact there and see if he can get me the name of the person in London. I thought that was wonderful. And then a second person said, well, I don't know anybody there, but I'm going to a networking meeting about 2 miles down the road from that factory, and I'll ask people at that networking meeting whether any of them work with Cadbury's. I thought, well, that's wonderful too. And the third person stood up and said, Dominic Cadbury lives in the same village as me, would you like his mobile number? And so there, out of one meeting, 100 miles away or whatever from where the place I wanted to get into, I got 3 good leads into that particular building. This job that I'm currently in at the minute is entirely as a result of networking. About 18 months ago, it was actually my wife suggested that I would enjoy teaching startups in university. The problem was I knew nobody in university apart from my wife who teaches English, so not really relevant, and not at this university. So I did what I always do in that situation. I started contacting people through LinkedIn, and it is amazing how many people, if you just ask nicely, will give you information and help you out. So within a couple of months I had spoken to lots of academics who taught startups across the country. And one of them, the University of Birmingham, I came here to simply to be a business mentor, and I got chatting and they said, actually we've got a job going running our startup program, would you be interested in applying? So that's how I got that job. Similarly, I now work part-time for a social enterprise which deals with procurement in local government councils. Very boring subject, you might think. I knew literally no one in any council at all, never mind the procurement department, when I started a year ago in this business. And so I did the same thing. I started going through LinkedIn. I see somebody who might be interested in what we have to say. I try and connect to them on LinkedIn. Most of the time they don't respond, but some of the times they do, and then you send up a follow-up email just saying, short, brief email saying this is what we're doing, would that be of interest? I'm now connected to well over 100 heads of procurement in local government councils across the country, and the pilot that we've been running now has 9 different councils signed up, including London boroughs, the largest county council in the country, a whole range of people, none of whom I knew personally. And so that's networking through LinkedIn and networking face to face. And just more generally, I really value networking and just getting to know people. The reason I got involved in the procurement social enterprise is I was chatting to one of these academics looking for a role at a university, professor of entrepreneurship at Northampton University. We had connected through LinkedIn, and he said, why don't you come in for a chat? We had a chat, we went to the coffee shop at the University of Northampton. As we were sitting there, getting to know each other a bit better, a colleague of his called Adrian walked past, and he said, Adrian, come and meet this person, I think he might be of interest to you. And we got chatting. Adrian was involved in the social enterprise procurement. So having chatted to the two of them, Adrian said, "Come and meet my boss from this social enterprise. I think he'd be very interested in your background." So we went and met him. We got on like a house on fire, and that's how I got involved in procurement. So few anecdotes, but show you the value of networking in terms of formal networking at meetings, networking also through LinkedIn and online networking, and networking just chatting to people, trying to help people out, and seeing what they can do for you.